Welcome everybody to Red and Black. I'm your host, Red Young, and I'm here with my friend Pablo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go.
So Pablo and I met playing ball, and
Yeah.
Pablo got a competitive spirit. He got a fire, and I think he's gonna be a great guest today. So
Yes,
Pablo,
sir.
the first thing we was talking about today that I think we should shed some light on is the difference with the generations. So you and I is approaching 30, but it seems like the dudes who's teenagers in a young generation is coming up in a way that we did not. And it's like they got a lot of motion, and you said that they seem to be some of the leaders of people our age. What do you mean by that?
You see a lot of young cats getting money and learning business rapidly than how we did in 2012. Like, we ain't really know nothing in 2012 as far like, yes, we did have like people to teach us and show us like, oh, this is what you should do when you get older, but we wasn't taking them serious. So it's like, I know I wasn't. Like, I had people, actors, when I went to Eagle Academy for Young Men, I didn't have actors, lawyers, people at the top position, and I ain't take them serious. So you see that nowadays, like with young kids, because they follow TikToks, YouTubers, so they see how they move, and they try to implement it in themselves. And that's something that in our generation, like in the 2012s, we never did. So you start seeing a lot of young cats try to act in certain have adult characteristics where they'll tell somebody who's older than them that's not how you supposed to do it or something. And you looking at them like, bro, I'm older than you. What are you talking about? So it's like, you start seeing a lot of mixture. So it's like they basically babying the 2012 cats. And it's like, it's just a lot of factors that play into part. But I feel like, and I strongly believe that kids from 2017 and up are just more impactful than how 2012, 2013, 2014, and 2015 kids, was raised. Because at the end of the day, most of those generational kids at that time period just didn't care. Like, we was young, wild, and free. And we ain't really care about like what in the future, what the future holds for us. So, a lot of young cats now, like, I see it. And, cats like Cayenne, his friends, they got a multi-million-dollar company. And these are 17 and 18-year-old kids. So I'm around 30 and I see them and I'm like, hold on, like, bro, like, what am I, like, bro, I gotta pick this up, because by the time I'm 40, I'm supposed to be in Italy with grapes in a boat and kids, and feel me, like, but these kids can already do that by the age of 22, 23. Mm-hmm. So it's like, it's a lot of factors that play into part that you kind of got to play your cards and stuff.
What you think social media has the biggest thing to do with that? Like you said, YouTubers and TikToks, like there was nobody really back then for us to look up to, really. Like, we had people in our lives maybe, but it's not like we would go online and watch people and learn from them and like take notes like, oh yeah, I'm gonna start this business, or I'm gonna go take this course, like whatever these kids do. I'm still trying to figure out what they do. I'm trying to get on that level, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's definitely a lot of kids like crypto millionaires, like,
oh yeah,
all of these different things.
Most definitely. And it's like a lot of factors play into part. Like I said, watching their YouTubers, like their heroes, like because nowadays you can get anything on social media. So like, if you a big TikToker or a big influencer, a lot of kids are going to follow you because of the dynamic that you bring to the table, feel me? So it's like, for instance, I'm going to put it like this, right? Justin Bieber was a person who girls fantasize over, right? If Justin Bieber was in this day and age and was telling people like, yo, do this, follow this, like a Mr. Beast, a lot of things would be different,
Facts.
feel me?
That's a good point.
Because it's like, at the end of the day, like, Justin Bieber was impactful, feel me? At that time in our generation growing up.
But he wasn't really telling us
He
nothing.
wasn't telling us nothing, but the impact that he had was just different. Feel me? Like, all these boy bands, like it's crazy because like all these boy bands like One Direction, Justin Bieber, Big Time Rush, they had impact in our generation. So had they had the same impact as like a Mr. Beast, a lot of things would be different. Like a lot of things would be like, oh, okay, like instead of me buying his album, all right, like let me.
I'm gonna invest.
I'm investing something. Feel me? Mr. Beast is only one person. You got Justin Bieber, One Direction. You got all these boy bands that had the impact and didn't do nothing but sing songs, say buy my album and stuff like that, instead of impacting, their culture for the future. Feel me?
Yeah, that's true. And I can't even really think of anybody that comes to mind back
exactly.
like high school, middle school era. Like, we was looking up to athletes, but even they wasn't able to talk to.
Because if you think about it, that was for us at that day and age was just only entertainment. Like it was only like, okay, like we here for the moment, whatever the case may be, living young, wild, and free. Like Wiz Khalifa sings in his songs.
Literally.
Feel me? So we didn't really care to like see our future, right? As of Mr. Beast, like you could watch his YouTube and really kind of dissect, like I bet like he's doing this, but it's impactful and he getting money and he's talking about like what to do for the future. Like he got like games on Apple where he tells you like, yo, if you invest and stuff like that, you could get more money out of it. At the end of the day, we live in a generation right now that all we want is to succeed and get money. Feel me? Like we wasn't doing that back then.
So if you was to go back then, would you live it any differently? Like I'm sure you might want to do like a little more improvements, like investments and stuff like that. But at the same time, I enjoyed my youth. You know what I'm saying? Like living young and carefree, it was nice because we wasn't thinking too hard. We wasn't stressing a lot.
Nah. If I could go back in time right now with the things that I know, I would not live young, wild, and free because I can do that 10 years later. Right? I could do what I want 10 years later instead of having to figure it out 10 years later.
Right.
So it's like at the end of the day, right, I would go back in time to fix some of my errors, my mistakes, and actually, do Bitcoin and do all that other stuff that I've learned as I got older in my 20s and my late 20s to then make an impact and shift my future. So then by the time I'm around this age, I do whatever I want. If I'm sleeping and I don't like sleeping in New York City, I could deadass book a flight and go to Italy and wake up in the beach or somewhere or wherever those fancy places is at, right? Because I sacrificed my teenage years so my adult life and the rest of my life I could be comfortable.
What do you think was one of the differences back then? Like, what did you enjoy more about that time versus now? Because you said now people is really preoccupied with money and stuff. Like, what was back then that was a little better?
I think a lot of people were not uptight about a lot of things as far as like economy wise, as far as like being rushed to live a lifestyle that you can't live yet. And what I mean by that is that back then, like, you can get away with so much things as far as like I feel like being who you are financially. Nowadays, you're expected to have money. Like you're expected to do certain things as far as like, oh, if you don't got no money, then you can't really rock with me. As if back then, we both teenagers, we carefree, we don't got bread. Feel me? Like we don't got money. So it's like, let's get money together. Like, feel me? Like we do that now, but you have to have money in order for me to do it now. Feel
like
me?
A club. You gotta have something.
Yeah, so it's like back then people wasn't worried about that because we both came from the same area, same gutter. Feel me? As of now, it's like, alright, you gotta have money in order to talk to me. It's just that simple. Feel me?
What differences you notice with basketball? Because I always noticed that I'm like, basketball back then in this 2010s era versus now, like it's a different world with these kids.
Basketball is entertainment. Basketball is highlights. I've seen a lot of people do one move and get famous off of it. So people try to copy and paste the same ideas and never get nowhere. People tell you to be you, but it never works out. Like I just went to I was in Texas I think 2 weeks ago for my training camp, and they specifically told us, yo, we don't want no LeBrons, we don't want no Kobes, just play your game, be you, right? Be you, and a lot of things will flourish for yourself. You know, I get there, whatever, I'm saying hi to everybody, I'm talking, practicing on the side or whatever. As the game goes on, they telling us to do plays. You know, use your IQ as a basketball player. So, you know, I do that. I'm not scoring every bucket or whatever. I'm just using my IQ. Stealing, rebounding, you know, doing the little things and then scoring. You can see it already in the coach's face, like, nah, this is not what we want. This is not what we want. Like, we want a LeBron type player. It's like, bro, like you told me to use my IQ and play the game the right way. Now all of a sudden you want me to just magically act like I'm Kobe Bryant and score 60 points and do all types of stuff. And what's gotten harder for certain basketball players is that they expect you to be a complete package. Nobody wants, especially in this day and age, coaches are not going to develop you because they don't have time to develop you. They want you to be a complete package so then they can set you up and then move on to the next. As if myself, I've been doing this stuff as far as getting my name out by myself. So it's like no coach would ever sit down and, you know, dribble, teach me the correct way of basketball because they already expect me to have that. You go to tryouts, you go to training camps, they already expect you to be a LeBron type player. Like they already expect you to have something. Like if I take you to a tryout right now, they're gonna expect you to be somebody. They don't care.
They don't want you to have just one skill, one talent.
Nah.
They want you to be able to do multiple things.
Like they don't care about you developing.
True.
Like they want you already to have your bags already.
Right. Because they just it's like they trying to profit off of you.
Exactly. Because they're like, and I blame superstars like LeBron and other superstars that follow because they left an expectation on certain people to be them. It's like the LeBrons, right? You got LeBron. After LeBron, who was it? Zion. Like you have expectation on people that people can't perform. You're
not gonna come out the gate.
You can't come out the gate. It takes time. You gotta develop. Feel me? You gotta put those hours in. You gotta practice. You see me. I worked on my jump shot countless of times while people was like, yo, this nigga don't have a jump shot and stuff. But I practice. I've gotten better. Still get criticized, but I've gotten better. I made it certain places far because of my hard work.
People will never point out like, oh yeah, he's really good at this one thing. Unless you happen to be the star all around.
Exactly.
They'll never say he's good at this one thing. They'll always point out the thing that you can't do.
Exactly.
Especially in basketball.
Exactly.
Basketball is always that grand stage where it's like the man in the arena. LeBron always talks about that. When you're the man in the arena, they always gonna call out, oh well, he didn't do it this way. Or he didn't win in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Or like Kobe didn't win the 6th ring. And it's like, yo, like y'all gonna call out any small thing as opposed to praising what he does well.
Exactly, and that's the point. It's all about entertainment. It's like the WWE.
No joke.
like I was discussing this with my younger brother. Shout out to Jeremiah. Me and him have countless of talks about a lot of situations because I try to make him understand that life sometimes isn't fair. Life don't care about you. Like once you step outside our house, that's it. Life. And it's like you have to understand that once you step out those doors, that a lot of things are going to hit you and you have to be rapidly fast in order to catch them and understand depending on the situations. So one of the talks that me and my brother had was about Michael Jordan and LeBron James. LeBron James is a complete basketball player. From a complete basketball player standpoint, he does everything well. Michael Jordan is a scorer, right? But he's number one. He was first. And we got to understand the person that's first is always going to get, depending on who you are. Now, I always ask people this question because it's intriguing. So I always ask somebody, are you scared of a person who you know can score but gets everybody involved? Or are you more scared of a person who you know is going to give you 50?
I think the answer most people is going to say is 50. It's because it sounds like a lot, but the right answer is a person who scores, who gets everyone involved, because now the whole team might be scoring 15, 20, 25.
But here's the thing, right? You're still going to lose, though, regardless. Because it's like a person that could do everything on the court, you have to be more scared of, because you don't know if he's going to cook you, or you don't know if the other person that's on the bench might cook you. I've seen it as a basketball player. I've seen it happen a lot. Like when you playing basketball, I'm pretty sure you see a team and you be like, they're not going to cook. They only got one player.
Right.
Like you played, you and I played. Sometimes when we play each other, there's other people on my team that's not capable of scoring a bucket. Mm-hmm. So it takes a lot of me. So you'll see me scoring a lot of buckets.
Right.
And then as soon as I pass it to one guy, he hits the clutch three. Mm-hmm. And that's just me passing it to him.
Right.
So it's like, you still lost. Instead of me giving you all my points, I distributed it, and you still lost.
Yeah.
So it's like, who are you more scared of?
So it's like as if, like, I don't know, Reggie Jackson or someone, he scores 40 points. And it's like, okay, but y'all still lost by 15. So what did that 40 points matter as opposed to someone like LeBron or Donovan Mitchell?
And
the whole team is involved.
And they will never give a person like that credit, because I think, to me, obviously everybody's, Michael Jordan, his sneakers, Michael Jordan. Yes, we get it. He was number one. He changed the game of basketball. But it's like, he never faced a person to that caliber before. If Karl Malone had Magic Johnson mindset, oh my God, because Karl Malone is big. So if he had that type of mindset back then against Jordan, who's going to stop Karl Malone? He's already big, and he could bring up the ball and cross people over and shoot threes. That's dangerous.
So you're saying if he had included more of his team, or if he had been,
because it was a two-man team. It was John Stockton and Karl Malone. Mm-hmm. But if you combine those two players and have one player, he will give Jordan a run for his money.
I mean, they damn near did. Very close, but it wasn't enough.
It wasn't enough, but if you combine those two guys, like on some Transformer Megazord type shit, like those, you get LeBron. You literally get LeBron. So I just don't be understand. Like, statistically speaking, LeBron is a way better basketball player than Michael Jordan. The only thing is, people are gonna say, he don't have 6. He got 4.
It looks different when it's not like, I mean, LeBron can be flashy, but it's not like Air Jordan. That's why they call him that. He's up in the air. He's flying.
Most
WWE, bro.
Yeah, most definitely.
He's the most entertaining one.
And that's what's wrong with basketball. Basketball has become more of an entertainment than one of those, like, just let's just go down, play basketball, and just, feel me?
But funny enough, basketball is less entertaining than it's been in a long time. The NBA, I could not be less interested in that.
Because, again, it's more for entertainment purposes, like gambling. It's the deals, like beverage deals, fashion deals. Honestly, and I try to follow in the same footsteps, because at the end of the day, I've seen those guys and how they market themselves. So I try to do the same thing. Like, I wasn't on the team yet, but I got my own sneaker deal. I wasn't on the team yet, and I got my own beverage deal.
Why do you think that is?
Because of the way, first of all, the way I am as a person, the way I talk, the way I handle business, the way I move, and the way I am with just people and stuff. And, shout out to Alex and Ezra, because they took a chance on me. I remember Alex came to one of my games in U-Hoops in Dumbo, and it's crazy because he was there to promote his sneakers. Shout out to Anium. He was there to promote his sneakers, and he ended up seeing me, and we made eye contact. I was like, yo, like, what are those and stuff like that. And, he ended up explaining the sneaker or whatever. And then, long story short, he told me to put on the sneaker, try them out. At first, it was hard to get in them sneakers. It was definitely hard to get in them suckers. And then he was, telling me, have fun or whatever. He was, prepping me and stuff. So, I was looking at the sneakers. I was like, not that bad and stuff. You know me, I got a lot of sneakers. Like, I'm a sneakerhead. So, seeing something like that was kind of different for me. So, long story short, I played. I forgot who I played. It was a tough team too. I ended up having like 35. And towards the end of the game, I ended up switching the sneaker because the sneaker was like killing my feet. So
these
then,
are the sneakers that his sneakers.
It was his sneakers.
And they're called
the Aniums. I actually got them right here.
Yeah, pull them out. Let's see.
So this the sneaker. Hold on. This the sneaker right here. This the sneaker.
And why you said they was hard to get into? Because they like high top.
They high top and they got a lot of. So basically, this sneaker has a lot of science that goes into it. So a lot of people, especially that play ball, they injure their ankles. So this is a way to kind of support your ankles. They have I don't have the insoles right now, damn, but they have they support your ankles. So they tighten your ankles. I remember Alex and Ezra did a test because a lot of people were doubting the sneakers. So they ended up doing a Instagram live test where they put the sneaker and tied it up to the fullest. And I guess they had somebody, step on their foot to come down. And the ankle was
It doesn't move.
It doesn't move. It was still intact. So this is a great sneaker for athletes to use when they have ankle injuries or if they just coming off one and they want to get back on the court. This
reminds me of Steph when he's always wearing them.
Exactly. This has a lot of comfort and a lot of support. It's kind of heavy at first, but your foot will get used to it and stuff. So it's a very good sneaker. I would say for me personally. I had a ankle injury. I put these on and I ended up killing. I had like 27, 5, and 7 that game. So just based off this sneaker alone. So yeah, I ended up playing and whatnot, and long story short, they ended up taking a chance on me, and the rest is history. So I'm here to promote and also talk, and I love these guys. From a person who wasn't really given opportunities, these guys really gave me an opportunity and made me flourish and gave me, put the battery in my back. And
it's like they believed in you enough.
Yeah, they did.
To support you in something that you already like to do.
Yeah, they already did, and it was electrifying when you talk about basketball and you talk about potentials and you talk about a lot of things, because it makes me feel like a kid again, like 2012, because at the end of the day, like when you come from nothing, you're able to make something out of nothing, and when people give you an opportunity, it's like, damn.
It feels good.
It feels good. And also, as soon as I signed the contract back in actually the beginning of this month, the beginning of this year, I think it was January 14th when I signed the contract. I may be wrong, but somewhere around January when I signed the contract that I was officially a partner with them, a lot of doors started opening. A lot of doors started opening. Basketball aspect too. And that's the thing, like a beverage deal. Shout out to Brittany Cooper, because that's one of my endorsement agents also. She worked tirelessly to make certain things possible for me. And a lot of doors started opening. After I signed with these people, a lot of opportunities with basketball started opening. A lot of people started looking at me more and stuff like that. Started saying, oh, okay, like he got his own deal. Like,
yeah, he must be having some motion.
He must be having some motion and stuff like that. So a lot of people started paying attention. And I was fortunate to play with H2O Haran in the Celebrity All-Star game this past June. A lot of people, and I rocked these, and a lot of, I think I scored like 10 points and stuff, and a lot of people were like, oh, like, who is this? Like, okay. So I started having a lot of motion in basketball, and I'm using that as a tool to kind of make it a gateway and kind of bring back, 2012 vibes.
Facts.
Right?
I feel that.
And just kind of be in my own lane.
Yeah.
So, sometimes it's hard because a lot of people criticize you from not knowing what you deal with on a day-to-day basis and stuff like that.
In basketball especially.
So yeah, basketball especially, you know, I feel like in basketball everybody believes like, oh, if you nice, you know, and it kind of brings me back to those 2012 vibes, because that's how people in 2012 used to think. Like, if you didn't rock a certain shoe, you was not part of the cool kids. Like elite socks.
Literally.
Like elite socks, like the Nike,
joke,
like the Nike elite socks. Like if you wasn't a part, if you didn't have a Nike elite socks, what you here
and then
for?
when the new types of elite socks will come out, like now the ones that the breast cancer awareness ones, if you wasn't wearing those, then you're not valid.
you're not
the old socks.
You're not, you're not valid. So it's like, you know, it's like I start seeing a lot of movement and stuff like that. So I start following like the people who are successful, right? Because like if you're successful or you hang around with people successful, you end up, a lot of stuff start falling down on you. Feel me? Because you got to move in that type of atmosphere. Prior to me joining Lifetime, I was not, like, I wasn't into nothing. Like, I was just going to the gym in the Bronx, playing with Bronx people. Feel me? Like,
it's crazy how they always say that, bro. Like, you are your tribe, or you are the sum of the people around you and stuff like that.
yeah.
I could definitely say the same thing too. Like, I always had the mindset of I want more for myself, but it wasn't really until I put myself in certain spots that I'm like, oh, here's an idea of how I could do it, or I'm gonna follow what this certain person is doing. And Lifetime is one of them places. Like, it's a gym, but at the same time, it's like a aura, like an essence that it's like you really want to match. I mean, bro, look who goes to that gym, bro. It's a lot of money in that gym. It's a lot of motion in that gym. So it's like, all right, I gotta pick up my slack, and it makes you change the way you behave.
It makes you change the way you behave. It makes you change the type, even makes you change the type of food you gotta have in your stomach.
No fun.
Cause like at the end of the day, the people that walk in there, they not there to play. Like they not like, and it's crazy. Like, quick backstory. Like I said, I went to the gym in the Bronx. I was going there a lot. Like I was playing a lot of competition.
What gym is this?
Exports, but now it's called LA Fitness. But long story. So I was going there. When I tell you I had no motion, I had no motion. Like I went there, played ball at all hours. Like I remember me and my mans, we went there literally from 1 p.m. and we didn't get home till 10. And we was in the gym playing ball, like literally playing ball. We was playing ball. So not a lot of things happened, but you had a lot of people who felt like they was better than a lot of other people that used to just, oh, you whack, and then you be like, bro, but you in the same gym as I am. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're here right now. So it was a lot of arguments. It basically just crabs in the barrel. So it was a lot of those day in, day out and stuff. A lot of fights and stuff. Shout out to my man Josh Thomas. Thompson. He ended up inviting me to Lifetime one day for a Thanksgiving, like a Thanksgiving ball out or something. I was like, oh snap, this is the gym that Melo, LeBron, and them be in. So I was like, oh snap. As soon as you stepped in, the environment was just different. Like, I'm telling you, the environment was different, bro. Like, the people at the front desk was like, hey, how you doing? And stuff like that. Like, so I'm like, yo, you care about me that much to ask me how I'm doing? So a lot of things was just different. Like, a lot of things was mad different. I played ball, and mind you, this is like, I brought the Bronx energy as soon as I got there, because I felt like somebody was talking crazy. So I was like, what the fuck what you talking about? So I brought the energy, and it was like, bro, it's not even. So I had to like calm myself. Feel me? I had to like calm myself, and then long story short, like I was like, I need to be in this place. Like I need to be here. Mm-hmm. I went back to the gym in the Bronx. I was sitting there and I was just watching it's like everything was like in fast motion. I was the only one going slow. So I'm looking at my environment. I'm like, nah, this not it. This not it. Like I gotta pay I gotta find a way to pay something to like go to that gym. Cause it's like that's the gym that I need to be in. Because if I could run into Carmelo or whatever the case may be and see him and talk to him or see an NBA player, that's going to give me inspiration to want to do better. Facts. Feel me? So it's like, yo, like it took me a while to get into that gym because I had to get my bread right. But I signed up and the rest was history. Like I still carry the Bronx energy, but it was dying down because of the environment and the people that were in there. Like I had a few arguments, got into a few, a few scuffles and stuff like that. But the environment is just ultimately different. Like it makes you different. It makes you behave different. It changes your aura. It changes the people that you hang around with. It changes like everything. You meet new people. Like I met you. You meet friends. You create certain bonds and certain friendships that can last a lifetime.
True.
So, but not a lot of people are accessible to that. Because I had people that came from the gym that I went to, and they came to Lifetime, but they can't handle it because their mentality doesn't allow them to.
True.
They don't see the opportunities that lie with them. Feel me? They're always gonna remain those people. So they feel like because you go to a high class gym that you're better than them. And it's like, no, I'm not better than you. I just want better for myself. And what I gotta do has nothing to do with you. So like the fact that you're thinking I'm better than you, that tells a lot about yourself. I had a lot of people telling me like, yo, you think you're better, you walk this. What does me thinking, what do I got going on that makes you it shaky? I'm doing this for me. I'm not doing this about, I don't think about you. Like I don't say, oh, what is this person doing? He got the latest Jordans? Like, nah, I'm gonna buy them next week. Like I don't think about you that much to be like, but people do that. Like when you move different and you change in how you act and stuff, and you start seeing better for yourself, a lot of hits are gonna start coming. Feel me? From every angle. And I feel like if it wasn't for Lifetime, I would not experience these type of things because I would be like those type of people. Like I would be looking from the outside instead of being inside. So it's like, a lot of things happen for a reason and stuff like that. And again, it all goes back to me signing this deal, like me being in Lifetime. Like those obstacles and those changes really made an impact in who I am because I have a lot of people watching me. Even though they won't tell it themselves, like they won't come out and say it, but I have a lot of people watching me, either positive or negatively. At the end of the day, I'm still impacting or trying to impact a small generation of kids who come from nothing. Feel me? So it's like, you got to tell yourself ultimately, like, is this what I want in life to make something better for myself? Or am I just going to listen to people and let them rule me and let them tell me, oh, I'm nothing, and believe them? Because that's what happens a lot also. And even, you start believing in them and stuff. And, a lot of things kind of just, it's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. It's
the doubt, bro. People instill a lot of doubt in you, and then you start to believe it, especially when they in your environment. It could be your close friends. You grew up with them, and it's like, y'all kind of holding me back a little bit. And like you said, there's some people, same thing happened to me. It's like some people come to Lifetime for a little bit, and then they just fall off. Or they'll say like, oh, it's too much bread. But I'm like, because they can't
handle that, for the simple fact that their mentality won't allow them to. I don't know if you remember a guy named Stewie.
Yeah, I remember the name.
He used to be a crash out. I remember he almost fought Smush Parker just for a simple play. And he used to be the type of person that he would want to fight you. And he used to go to Lifetime, but he stopped coming because he couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
Because he felt like, oh, this is a white gym and the people that come here are black, but they act white. It's like, no, brother. Like, we come here to better ourselves.
In every way. Physically, mentally, your network, all of that stuff, bro. I remember it took a little bit to adjust, bro. When I first started playing ball there, I had only been used to playing ball in the streets, in the parks. I never played organized ball. But I played a lot of basketball in my life. It was always in parks in New York. That's a very different brand of basketball than Lifetime. And I'm getting tight. I'm like, yo, y'all don't respect no calls. Y'all fouling this.
Nah, I remember.
And I'm like, I'm taking so long to adjust. I'm like, nah, I'm not playing there no more. Like, I'll go work out. I'm not playing ball there. And it took me a long time. And then I'm like, wait, Bro, it's just a different style of ball. If I can't adjust to it, what does that say about me?
Yo, you remind me of Matt. Not Matt Thomas, the other Matt.
Oh, yeah.
Him? Oh, man. Matt was...
He was getting tight.
First of all, Matt is... For people that don't know, Matt is like a stocky white dude who's dangerous.
Yes.
Like, you touch him like this, he set it off.
They was calling him Superman.
Exactly. So... I love Matt for the simple fact that at first I was like, nah, I hate this dude. Like, I hate this dude because like his aura was just angry and it's like you can't even touch him. But once you sat down and had a conversation with him and talked to him, bro, this guy was like it's like, bro, where did all of that go?
Dude.
Like, where did all of that go? Like, where did all of that energy go? Like, where did all that energy go? And that happens to majority of the people that I've met. In the gym, I remember these guys that I was playing with, and I used to go back and forth with them, a lot of them, and I used to hate them, cause it's like, bro, what are you doing? And I remember I got into an argument with them or whatever, and and they all in a group, so I used to tell them like, yo, like y'all whack, and then I remember we used to just have battles. I remember I hit a clutch 3 in one of their faces, and I looked at him and I walked away. Yo, come to find out, it was a competitive thing. Like, they respected me. Mm-hmm. It was basketball.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that.
We wasn't used to that.
We wasn't used to that. So like I didn't understand that. Like I promise you I didn't understand that.
I didn't understand that either, bro. What was I, like 25 years old, and I'm still out here thinking everything is personal.
Exactly. So some things are personal, but sometimes, but I didn't understand that. We all sat down and was talking, and we was talking about our journeys in basketball and how we, and they was like, yo, Pablo, we respect you and stuff like that. You really can kill us. It's just sometimes, and I looked at him, I was like, you saying?
You respect me?
I was like, and then I was like, yo, but the crazy part about it is that those guys pushed me to actually be a better version of myself in basketball. And that's what happens a lot. You need people like that to push you and stuff, and not take a lot of things personal, but kind of look within you to see, okay, what's the problem with me? Why am I taking certain things personal? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? But in all reality, it's actually to better yourself. There might be certain demons that you need to fight and kill that actually might take you through the threshold to actually make you reach your goals. So a lot of things happen for a reason, and I respect those guys. Like again, Matthew, oh my God. You sit down and you talk to him, he's the most chillest guy ever. Like, and for the longest, I used to hate that guy. Cause it's like, bro, I remember one time he threw an elbow and almost really Superman somebody. And you tell yourself like, yo, this guy is really angry. But it's like, you sit down and you have conversations with these people and you see a whole different side. And these actually might be the people that you might need in your life. Thanks. Rather than the people that you've known for 15 years in the neighborhood and stuff. You like, come on, man.
And that's what I think, a lot of that negativity, competitiveness, I think it's that New York mentality. Like, everything is, like, fuck you, nah, it's me first. You come second.
And it comes from the neighborhoods. It comes from from the hood and stuff. Like, I'm still in the hood, but it's like, at the end of the day, I move different for the simple fact that I know what I want in life. And I know what I want to accomplish and what I don't want to accomplish. I know a lot of guys that played basketball before me and stuff. Some were top guys. They don't play basketball no more. But a couple years ago, they had something to say about me when I was starting out playing, taking basketball serious and a lot of stuff. They try to nitpick each of my accomplishments and try to downplay it. But fast forward to now, they're not playing basketball. One is a cop who thinks he's breaking the law by scamming too, and it's a lot of things that play into factors. Like, I remember he said something about like, oh, If Pablo's overseas, I could play overseas too. It's like, brother, go do it.
It's funny when people do things like that.
It's
bro.
it's like, brother, go do it. Like at the end of the day, like you worried about me. I haven't seen you since 2012.
Yeah, that shit is funny.
Like
they love to do that.
I
you could do it.
Yeah, like I'm saying, like I haven't seen you since 2012. Like remind me of something. Like I left to go to Texas to actually improve my life. You was still in New York. Like I haven't seen you since 2012, and you're still writing about me, about something I said when I was a teenage kid. I'm a teenage kid. I'm not an adult. Catch me when I'm an adult right now. And I, feel me? Like I take things and like kind of brush them. I still listen to those, but I brush them to the side because at the end of the day, I have accomplishments, right? Like nobody can bring up my accomplishments. They're right here, living proof. But nobody wants to talk about that. But people want to talk about certain things that happened when I was coming up or trying to come up. I remember there was a quote that Drake said in his song. He said, people love it when you're working towards something, not when you have it. So when I thought about it, I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. Because if you see basketball players from high school, they get all this attention. Most of them get all this attention.
That's true.
It's because they're working towards being in the NBA.
Right.
When they're in the NBA, oh yeah, he's in the NBA, cool. Like I know
It's
him.
like it's over now.
It's over now.
Yeah, that's funny.
Well, like what?
I have noted that is a really good point. Like the high school basketball thing, like not even college basketball. Like it's only the high school players that's like, oh my God. And it's like the potential is what people really like. But then once they get there, now it's like, okay, now you in the test tube. Now we're going to start critiquing you. We're going to start splitting you apart.
Got him.
Right? It's like, I don't know why that's people's instinct, but it's not everybody. Like it's only people who have that type of negative, critical way of thinking.
But you got to understand the majority of those people, the critical thinking people, overshadow how people really feel.
Right.
I just got off the phone with one of my agents who I thought was scamming me. He ended up telling me that he wasn't scamming me, that the other person was scamming me. And my agent was working for him. So the people that he was working for overshadowed his personality. Even though I talked to him every day, it's still overshadowed because he was a part of that company. So it's like, it's a he said, she said.
Right.
I can't believe you.
Right.
Like you worked with them.
Right.
Like it's like working for customer service. Like you're just the operator.
Right.
Like you work for the company, and I'm cursing at you talking
like
about
working for T-Mobile.
Yeah, like I'm cursing at you like, yo, you took my bill away and stuff. Like, lady, no, like,
in the same country.
Yeah, like come on. So it's like people think like that and they overshadow what's the truth. Like at the end of the day, people are never gonna accept the truth because at the end of the day, people like living in lies. Like if you live in lies, then it either determines your fate or it makes or breaks you. And a lot of things, because honestly, like when a girl I used to date back then, something corny, she used to cheat on me, right? But she would lie about cheating on me, which I would brush it off, which made me feel good. Because it's like, okay, she's not doing it. Come to find out, she was doing it. So it's like, damn, like when I really found out the truth, I ain't gonna lie, I thought that broke me. Because it was like, damn, I loved you. Like, I loved you.
And that's why you believe the lies.
Like, I loved you. But that's what happens in life. Like, the more lies people tell you, the more you believe it. Yeah. Like customer service. Oh, we're sorry. Like, it wasn't us. Like, we'll figure it out. Right. Mind you, they're doing it. Yeah. Like, they're literally doing it. So it's like, at the end of the day, like, that's what people like to live in. But if you're comfortable with your truth and you're comfortable with telling certain things about yourself, people done, even in my relationships, people done told me, oh, you're narcissistic. Oh, you do this, you do that. No, I'm not. You projecting that. I know myself. Like, I know, like, if we're arguing, I know why I say the things that I say. Why are you still blabbering about certain things and you're hiding from the fact that you started something? So when you start, I'm going to finish it. Like, simple.
But now you're the bad guy for finishing.
But I'm the bad guy for finishing it. So for me, it's like a lot of things play into part where people like to kind of disguise certain things about themselves to make themselves feel better about whatever they got going on and make you the bad guy. And it's like
insecurity.
And I said this quote I think a couple of days ago on Instagram. I said, I like to be the villain because at the end of the day, villains have a backstory rather than a superhero. when a superhero is projected to be everybody's savior and an ass kisser. I don't want to be an ass kisser. I would like to be the villain because you have to understand my story on why I became a villain.
Right.
So one thing that I've learned from that, and I was watching The Joker, Joaquin Phoenix, tremendous actor. I ain't gonna lie, he made me cry. I don't know if you remember the scene where he was getting laughed at by all those people when he went to the talk show.
Yeah.
He said that you guys don't care about me. You guys are the type of people to step over me when something bad happens to me. You guys took notice when I killed those two teenage boys that were, I guess they were like rich and stuff. Because I took their lives, you guys are criticizing me now. But I was bullied. Like, I was literally bullied by those two same guys that you're crying over. I was bullied and I was helpless and they beat me up. So I had to kill them. That was very impactful because me growing up in the hood, I was laughed at. I was a bum. I was all those negative things that people can think of and stuff. That was me. And my sweet revenge was focusing on my career, trying to make the best for me and my family and stuff, and me having a chance to actually do something in life, right? So I became the villain when people couldn't get access to me. When I started saying, oh no, you did this, so F you. When I started telling people about themselves, I became the villain. I remember one time I was walking and some guy said, yo, you got all the sneakers. I laughed at him and said, now I got all the sneakers, right? Like, you was the same person that was criticizing me all those years ago about, oh, I'm a bum, I stink and stuff like that. Now all of a sudden I got all the sneakers. So he started saying, oh, F you, you think you're better than people. I said, I don't think I'm better than people. I just think I'm better than you, but I don't think I'm better than people. But it's like, at the end of the day, that's a reminder for you. So I started becoming a certain villain because of the way I talk, the way I walk, and the way I handle myself. Why? If I was beaten down and talked about years ago, you guys didn't care about me you guys didn't care. You guys were talking about me.
Who you think had the influence on you to make you think this way, live this way? Like, where you got that mindset from?
I got it from my mom. Like, my mom is as the ultimate hustler. Like, bro, this lady worked majority, like, odd jobs. She worked in a deli. She worked cleaning houses. She worked, at one point, she worked at the police department. She worked at a school. Like, she did mad odd jobs to make me and my brother, to give me and my brother a fighting chance to make the best of our situations, or to make the best of our lives, right? And she was criticized for it by family, friends, and everybody else. She was definitely criticized by it. And I was a rebellious kid because it's like I didn't want to live this lifestyle. Like, I want the latest toys, I want the latest sneakers, I want the latest phones. Like, I want everything. Why do I gotta wait when you get enough money when I want it now? And I didn't understand that the hardships that she took was gonna impact my life and change the way I think now. So I remember, I think it was 2014. This is the first time I ever seen my mother cry. And she cried because my future was slipping away because I was acting rebellious. And when I seen my mom cry, I had to wipe her tears and I had to change my attitude immediately. Because I've never seen my mom cry. Like, I've never seen my mom vulnerable, because my mom is like your mom. She's a superhero to us, right? There's nothing that our moms could do wrong. And that goes to anybody that loves their mom. Your mom can never do you wrong. So to see a mother cry, a painful cry because you're fucking up your life, is crazy. So once I seen her cry, I just changed my attitude and just changed how I thought, like the thought process, because I cared about her and I seen the hardships that she had to take. And this was like, my mind changed immediately. Like it just, like, all that stuff just wiped away. Like, I was not even on the road to graduate high school, like, in 2014, because I was acting rebellious. Because, like, yo, we just moved to a different state. Like, I didn't even want to be in Texas. But she made that sacrifice for us to have a better chance at life. So I was pissed off at her. Once I seen her cry, everything changed. My mom is literally the pinnacle of why I think the way I think now, because I've seen her go through it. Like I've seen her fight after fight after fight after fight. Like I've seen her battle, struggle, and do all types of stuff. So I took her blueprint and was like, okay, I'm gonna remix it and do what I have to do in order for her to at least take a step back and be like, okay, my son get the message now. Okay, like, all right, here you go. So my next generation gotta follow in my footsteps because I seen the first person that gave it to me. Feel me? And not a lot of people do that because not a lot of people can change their mindset rapidly fast. That's why you see a lot of people that's in jail, or you see a lot of older people say, damn, like, yo, youngin, you gotta change your mindset now because, I got the message now. Okay, I get it, but you should have had it long ago because you probably would have been in a different position had you had it long ago. And I'm in my late 20s, but I'm still in my 20s and I got certain messages a point and I got certain messages across. That's why I'm able to be successful little by little the way I am now, because I got the message. Had I not got the message, I would have been like the Bronx people.
That same gym.
The same gym. The gym actually the only thing that changed was the name. Everything else is still the same. I still got people that still work there right now to this day.
It's like they stuck in a loop. They don't change nothing about their behavior.
Everybody's still stuck in the loop, and that's why I say, if it wasn't for Lifetime, and it wasn't for the small people that actually impacted my life, who knows where I'd be.
That's some powerful stuff, bro. When we was talking about the younger kids and stuff, what you think that you bring to the table with some of these younger dudes? Like, they always gonna look up to us no matter what. We older than them, whether or not they show it. We definitely are their leaders. So what do you think that we bring to the table that they could learn from us?
Honestly, experience. And honestly, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm a big ass kid. Like, I'm about to expose myself on here. I'm a big ass kid. I still listen to goofy music, right? When I'm like playful, I still listen to Dora sometimes, right? Like I had just posted I think it was like 2 nights ago when I was traveling, I had posted the travel song for Dora. I watch Power Rangers sometimes, and it's crazy because like I watch Power Rangers and I'm cool with some of the people that I've watched growing up. Like they're on Instagram right now. They're actually my friends on Instagram right now. The people that I grew up watching as a kid, I'm friends with them on Instagram, and they like my basketball stuff. I'm a kid at heart, regardless of what age. I could be 45. I'm still gonna be a kid. Like, I feel like the 90s and the early 2000s would be a generation that will never be duplicated and will never be erased. For the simple fact that we had cartoon shows, TV shows that were meaningful and impactful. Even though we took it for granted back then, we didn't understand the longevity that we had. Now we miss them, right? Cartoon Network, we miss them, right? You got Nickelodeon, who, I ain't gonna lie, Nickelodeon be wildin'. Like, Nickelodeon be wildin'. You got Nickelodeon, you got Disney. Disney be wildin' too, but some shows were impactful for us. Like, if anybody that grew up in that generation is impactful. Like, you can't take the early 2000s and the 90s and not say that one show was impactful for you. Brother, I still watch Samurai Jack to this day.
Funny.
Before I came here, I was watching Samurai Jack.
Kids Next Door.
I was watching Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Courage.
Bro, I'm still a kid at heart. So the way I move is still into that nature, because at the end of the day, even though kids in this day and age, they don't know who the hell Courage is. They don't know who the hell Samurai Jack is. They don't even know who Power Rangers is. Some of them don't even know who feel me? Some of them don't even know. SpongeBob.
Fairly Odd Parents.
Danny Phantom. Feel me? There's a lot of shows. There's a lot of shows. But at the end of the day, right, I think those things and that type of environment sticks to you, and it makes you actually connect with kids more, right? Because although they don't have the same shows that we have, you can kind of work your way around there and kind of You know, like, oh, what's your favorite show? Or, you know, back in my day, you feel me? Or back when I was younger, you know, things like that will spark a conversation that would kind of give kids a gateway to kind of talk to you and stuff.
I feel like a lot of them are not able to be kids so much because, like you said, they out here being entrepreneurs, 16, 17 years old. There's nothing wrong with that. It's great, but they don't get to be the kids that
They don't get to be kids, but there's a small part of them that still want to be kids, and there's a small part of them in their hearts that you can still be able to reach them. Again, Cayenne is like my little brother. Cayenne Anthony. It's like my little brother. I connect with him because I act like a kid. Now, when it's time to get serious, I get serious with him. I talk to him and stuff like that. And when there's a time to play around, stuff like that, it's the time to play around. And anybody who's 17, 16, 18, they can see when you're real and genuine.
Facts.
I don't know how they can.
I don't know. But
and they're kids.
Sense it, bro. It's crazy. It's very true.
And us as adults, we can barely see it because it's like we thinking somebody got our back, our best interest, and they feel me.
I don't know how it is very tough. That's a good point, bro. These young kids, they have a good sense of who's who, what's what.
Yeah,
they got a good sense of the world. With us, we all feel like we crabs in a barrel. We can't really tell.
Yeah.
And it's backstabbing.
It's a lot of those that go on, and it's sad because at the end of the day, you know, you want to be successful. You want to kind of impact your family. You kind of want to change your environment. You kind of want to do a lot of stuff, and you know, you got to battle your emotions. You got to battle with the outside. You got to battle a lot of things, and honestly, the road to success is mad simple. It's mad simple.
Where do you think it starts?
Like, it starts with your mentality. That's the first thing that starts with your mentality. Because if you could tell yourself, I can do this, then a lot of things will follow. Like, it's hard at times, right? Because it's like a game. It's like a video game, right?
Life.
It's life. It's like a video game. Like, if you playing, like, I remember I was playing GTA San Andreas. It was hard for me to get on the bike and literally go to the direction where they was telling me to go to, right? And it's like, I'm like, damn, like, there's the map and there's the directions. Why can't I get on the bike and go? And it's like a lot of outside things were happening. Like, I remember I got off the bike, drove on the train instead of going to the mission. Like,
the distractions.
It's the distractions. Yeah. Like, instead of going to the mission where it's telling me to go to, I got off the bike and was beating up strippers and stuff. and then, you know, hopping on the train, stealing cars and all types of stuff. Like, bro, go to the mission so you can move on to the next step.
Right. Isn't
go
that
to
the point
mission.
Of the game, right?
Exactly. But that's how life. If you want to go somewhere, set yourself, do the mindset. There's a map literally in your head that can tell you. Nowadays, you could go to Google and find whatever you want to do in life. Just do it, right? Just do it.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard because you're doing it by yourself, but you got to do it by yourself. When you do it by yourself, the rest will follow. I did it by myself. I got a sneaker deal, and I got 2 agents that are helping me get to where I need to get to. And I got a couple of people that are chiming in. But that's because I put in my work by myself.
Right. That's what people got to know, bro. You going to be on your own just in the beginning, though. Once you help yourself up, other people's going to come in.
People don't understand that. People will be like, oh, but you got people. No, I got people now because I've done something for myself. Yeah. I didn't have people back then.
And it started with you believing in yourself.
And it's exactly. That's why they tell you, believe in yourself.
Right. I didn't know, bro. I did not know why they used to say that all the time. I'm like, why do they keep talking about that? Believe in yourself. You can do whatever you want. I'm like, okay, I get it. But now it's like, oh, that's why y'all was saying that.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, my friends and family play a big factor in what I do because, you know, I want them to live a certain lifestyle that we can all live because I seen people living at that lifestyle. Like, you could see Carmelo Anthony and his family and stuff and the things that they do. And I know them personally and stuff. And me being in that environment, it kind of motivates me to do better. It motivates me to tell myself, okay, if he's doing that, what you got going on? It's like people gotta understand, right? If you can be jealous of somebody and really sit there and talk about somebody, then you can do the opposite and focus on yourself and put the same energy.
Right.
People don't get it.
Right.
The opposite things that you do, if you're talking bad about somebody, you could do the opposite and do good.
It's just easier to be negative and to criticize.
It is because even though you're wasting time talking about somebody, you're sitting there gossiping about somebody, you could do the same thing and just go make something of yourself. Like going back to the guy that was talking about me about basketball. You sitting there gossiping like a gossip girl about me to somebody else, and you're a cop. When you can be actually telling yourself, like, yo, I used to be a basketball player. Why did I stop playing basketball? Yo, hold on. Wait, I need to take a step back. Do I really want to be a cop, or do I want to really be a basketball player?
No, because he's not going to have them conversations with himself, because that's too vulnerable.
But and it's crazy, like
it's easy to criticize you.
And it's crazy because I always told myself, like, if I seen some of my friends do better, I've never sat there and said, yo, why does he have this and I don't? I told myself, yo, let me see what I can do to get in that same position as him. Like my man's Isaiah, Ball is Life Isaiah. Me and him had countless of talks about how to be successful. He's actually more successful than me. He dunks. He's like everywhere. Like when I say dunks, he's everywhere. Like he's everywhere. Me and him used to have talks before all of this thing blew out. Before he blew up, me and him used to have talks. We used to go on the train and go to basketball practice, and we used to talk. And he blew up. He's still cool to this day. Like, love him to death. But when I had those talks to myself, I said to myself, yo, if he can make it, I know I can make it somewhere. Like, how do I put myself in the best position to make it and stuff? At the time I was working at Foot Locker, only getting paid $1.50, which is crazy. And I was getting full-time hours. Like, first of all, Foot Locker, you're doing bad. like you're doing bad. Like, you guys need to do an open investigation.
That used to be the dream job.
In Bay Plaza. But anyways, I was looking for jobs because I had my sports car, my Camaro and stuff like that. So, I had to keep up. With my payments and stuff, and I was only getting paid $1.50. So I told myself, like, this not it. Like, this not it. Like, my man's is making money playing basketball and doing what he loved. I gotta do the same shit. So I had those talks with myself, and I had talks with people who were not ready to have talks because they weren't in the position to do better for themselves. So it became constant battles because I wanted to do better for myself. I didn't want to work for nobody, because at the end of the day, you're taking time away from yourself to make yourself better when you gotta work a 9 to 5. After you're done, depending on the hours that you work, you tired, right? You tired.
Yeah.
You can't
do anything.
You can't do anything but try to get your rest for the next day to do it all over again, right? Then you gotta program yourself, right?
In the loop.
Exactly. You're caught in the loop. So you could tell yourself, like, yo, I want to do this. And some people could do it. They can multitask 2 things, but it's hard for them. And they have mental breakdowns. Me, obviously everybody's different, but me, I told myself, like, yo, I don't want to work for nobody. I think to me, 2020 was the best year ever. Like in God's green earth ever. Why? Because people were at home getting money. But if you was really conscious enough to understand, that was the time for you to either tell yourself, like, I bet, like, and you had people who invested their money in 2020 and became millionaires in the next year.
A year later.
A year later. Then you had people who were just broke after that and was getting kicked out their houses that they bought with the money. And you had people who invested in their futures and told themselves, okay, when everything opens back up, I'm not going to go back to work. Mm-hmm. I'm going to focus on my career and build myself up.
Or focus on my health.
Or do something to better myself.
Yeah.
That was 2020 was year 0, basically.
Facts.
Because
it's like the new world, bro.
Because at the end of the day, it told people, yo, you have decisions to make. Once we open up, either you go back into the workforce or you have your career. And because at the end of the day, everything was a loophole. Remember, cars weren't selling as much. You could buy a car. Like, you could dead buy a car, even though I regret it. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I wish I would have bought the car that I actually wanted. But you could buy a car, and they wasn't charging you because nobody was making money. But you had a chance to do what you wanted to do in life during 2020. I chose not to go back to work because I didn't want to be stuck in that loophole. I had to bet on myself. I had to tell myself, okay, everything is opening back up. As soon as everything opened back up, either I'm in Foot Locker, still in the same position, or I'm giving myself a fighting chance to give myself something in the long run. And look what happened 4 years later. I gave myself something in the long run.
And that's a risk too. Like, you took a risk by doing that. Right?
Yeah, I gambled.
Exactly. It's like a gamble. Yeah, a lot of people was doing that back then. They're like, I can't go back. I don't care if this doesn't work out. I'm going to just go for it. I'm going to shake the dice.
But it's how you did it. And I say how you did it because, look, people were getting money in 2020, people were getting money. Actually, people were getting way more money than me in 2020.
Yeah, there was a lot.
Yeah, exactly. But at the end of the day, people went and bought houses and bought certain things that now they no longer have anymore.
Right. Because they wasn't responsible with it.
They weren't responsible, and they rushed.
Yeah.
They rushed into a lot of stuff.
Or they did it, illegally.
They did it illegally. They did it, but they had that. But you think about it, that was temporary. That was not something that lasts as long.
Facts.
The people that actually sat there and said, oh my God, now I got something, okay, I need longevity. Shout out to the people that actually thought about something and made it work, and now they have longevity for it. People that had a quick get, where they at now?
Yo, and we talking about it like this was 10 years ago. This is like 3 years ago.
3-4 years ago.
Bro, people is off the face of the earth, and it's like, wait, hold on, I thought you was making money. Like, it must not have been real.
Done.
That is bro, we gonna look back in the history
Done.
books.
It done.
Be like, everybody was outside, mad money,
Done.
flexing this and
Done.
that.
And the crazy part
Living
about
a
it,
lifestyle.
the crazy part about it is that these are the same people that criticize people that were actually trying to make something better of themselves.
Right, and they were saying, where's your money at?
Now they...
Yep. It's crazy.
Now the crazy part about it is that now they're back in the workforce trying to, working a 9 to 5, which is nothing wrong, but working a 9 to 5, not really having a career, so to say.
Yeah, they're making money, or they have a job, right?
They have a
don't
job.
have a career, or they don't have like a network. They don't have connections. It's like, bro, you work all day. You don't even socialize. What do you have? You live in paycheck to paycheck. And it's not even to criticize them. It's just like, you was the ones criticizing, though.
People don't like... What I see about people is that they like throwing rocks, but then once you catch them, they hide their hands. Mm-hmm. It's like, bro, like, what are you really doing?
Right, own it.
Like, feel me? Like, what are you really doing? Like, I've came back at people that said a lot of stuff. Now, all of a sudden, it's like, oh, nobody cares. But you cared enough to speak about me. Now that I'm bringing it back to your attention, now all of a sudden, and the reason why I started doing that is because I see a lot of people doing that. Like, take for instance, 50 Cent, right? I think to me, 50 Cent is the most dangerous person because he don't forget about certain things that you've done as an individual. Like, if you talked about him a year ago, 2 years ago, he's gonna bring it up 3 years later, right? And he's gonna hold you accountable to that, right?
Rightfully so, though.
Right? People don't like that.
Yeah.
And I've seen it, and I've done it to people, and they don't like that. The reason why I try not to do as much is because I don't want somebody to come back and tell me something about myself, right? So I try to erase certain things as far as things that I can possibly do to somebody. As far as, like, let's say, I don't talk about people, but let's say somebody came up to me and said, oh, I hear you talking about me. How? How? I remember a situation happened where somebody said I was talking about them, And it's like I don't talk about you. Like you're not that important for me to talk about. But I hear you talking about me though. And I pinpointed everything that the person said. Even the date. I said August 25th, 2022. You said such and such at approximately 1:48 p.m. Oh no, like that's mad old. But you said it. And I pointed out the facts. The receipts. Like I didn't make up no date. Like I literally said the date and the time. And I said the situation.
Yeah, those are the type of people you can't really have around in your life though. Like you just get them out your life, bro.
Yeah, it's just crazy, man. It's just, you think about certain things and a lot of factors. Sometimes things don't add up, and you say to yourself like, what am I doing? But it's like people wrong you for doing better for yourself.
Bad things happen to good people for some reason, and I'm really confused as to why it happens and why great people always get all the stones thrown at them. I don't understand why, but it happens.
It goes back to what I was saying to you about the villain.
Right.
Good people end up becoming villains.
Right. Yeah. You die and be the hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Exactly my point. So a lot of things play factors with even with these young generations and how people move, especially the young generation, on how they get money and how they view us. They be like, bro, you ain't really getting any money, so you can't really be talking to me. Like I done seen a 16-year-old kid talk to a 40-year-old man.
I done seen it a few times.
Yeah,
too, bro.
He does say, yo, you can't be talking to me like you won't get more bread than me. Yo, when he said that, I was like,
yeah, we in bizarro world.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, that was, to me, just life in general is just crazy. Just everything. Even housing, like just the government, like even just like everything. Like I feel like in housing, right? I feel like they don't prioritize the people.
Of course not.
Like
it's profits over people always when it comes to most things in the US. But when it comes to housing, now you're really using people as collateral. You're cutting through people's lives, literally where they live. You're pushing them out of their homes because you're trying to make a profit off of where they live. And they're making very slim marginal profits. Like let's say luxury housing. You're not making that much money versus the type of money you would be making if you develop housing for people who is low income or people who, is making steady income. But you taxing them like crazy, you pushing them out, and then you moving people out of where they live to build luxury housing because they being used as profit points rather than being treated as humans. It's a way for like New York State, developers, different companies, they make money off of people. It's like slavery. It's the same way as incarceration. People in jail, you make money off of them. And it's not common knowledge that people know about this type of stuff, about how it is specifically in New York. Like, bro, almost everybody in New York is renters. Like over 50% of people in New York is renters.
But why is that? Like, why can't we, as somebody who's like, for instance, like co-op, right? Those are co-ops. Co-op City. I don't know if you ever heard of Co-op City.
Yeah, of course.
You can own one of the apartments, but they're trying to minimize that.
Of course.
It's like, yo, like, yo, like, what are you really doing, bro?
What they're doing is finding ways to make more money. Like let's say we was two totally different people, and I was to come up to you and be like, yo, Co-op City, a lot of these people is owning the apartments, but what if we made it so that we go talk to our friend who's a politician and we tell him to minimize the amount of co-ops so that you and I could go in there and sell it to them instead of letting them own it, so we get the profits. They don't get to own shit, and they're paying us to live there monthly. Think about how crazy the concept of rent really is. We paying to live somewhere that we don't even own. Like it sounds so normal to us, But it's like, bro, you realize some people are making money off of the place that they live. Some people own the place that they live. Like, it's a crazy concept. We living in two different worlds. I said 50% are renters. The other 50%, they are owners. That's how real it is that half of the people is making money. Other half of the people is giving their money. They're being taken advantage of.
It's like the high school bully and the nerd. It's like, give me your lunch money and stuff.
It's exactly that.
And that's the crazy part about it, because at the end of the day, like, I'm looking to own a home. And honestly, a couple years back, like, you know, back in them days, 2012, you could have done that. Mm-hmm. Feel me? Now, as we get in this day and age, because a lot of people are finding ways to make money in each direction, it's like, okay, like, we gonna market that. We gonna profit off of that.
It's harder to do it now because now everybody knows about it. Like during the pandemic and stuff, the house flipping thing, like Miami, all the real estate. Oh, you could get into. There's all different types of ways to make money on the internet. They made it real obvious, but now it's like, oh wait, hold on.
It's like scamming became. Sorry to cut you off, but it's like scamming became legit.
Right. This is like a legit legal way to scam people. Like, flip things, rent it out to people, be like, nah, you gonna give me your bread every month. It's crazy, bro. But yeah, I mean, like, and that's where we at now, is like we are trying to eventually become the owners ourselves. And where we come from, that's not an idea. It's not a concept.
Nah, it's not.
We never taught that. And that's why, like, a lot of the work that I'm doing, I'm just learning ways to bring that power back to the people. And
I respect you for that. And I've always told you that behind the scenes, and I've always talked to you about that, because I feel like you could be the threshold to the Trojan horse to actually open doors and to help people out. Like if I was to come to you for a situation that told you I need help with housing, like, you would be the type of person that would actually be like, I know this person, he could get you into this, he get you into that, because that's the type of person you are. Like, you're literally the poster boy for the voiceless. So it's like, at the end of the day, like, you know, that's something that I was doing with a couple of friends of mine also. We were trying to change the dynamic. It was called FAmilia. We were trying to change the dynamic on homelessness. So me and my friends, my friends at the time, we would actually bag food and go to 34, 42nd and actually give out food. Not like how people give out food and stuff. We would actually, out of our pockets, give out food and stuff. And we would do this on a consistent basis and stuff. And we would learn so much about homelessness. I remember one time, and I wish I had the connections that I had, because it was unfortunate that, you know, seeing somebody like that it kind of touched my heart, and it kind of made me realize that I need to do better, so then that way when I have something, I can give something back. I remember I was playing basketball on 34th Street. I had just lost because I missed the buzzer beater, and I remember a couple of people on the opposite team was talking shit, so I ended up losing the buzzer beater, and I was mad. So me and my friend were walking to take the A train to go home. And as we were walking, you know, it was cold outside, it was snowing and stuff. You know, we're just trying to get home, trying to get to the train. We go to 34th Penn Station, and I remember there was this lady, like, at the far end. She was like, you know, homeless lady, just asking for money and stuff. People were just walking by her and stuff. And I'm saying to myself, like, yo, and these are, you know, white people and you know, some blacks. And I'm saying, like, yo, you guys got money, like, in your pocket, like, at least give her something. But I'm talking to my mans about the situation happening in basketball and stuff, so, you know, I didn't really think nothing of it. So as I'm getting close to her, I see that she has a daughter, like a little girl. So, and it breaks my heart to see women in that position, because I could have been in that position with my mother. So, I get closer and I'm looking at her. I take a glance and I'm like, damn, I don't have bread in my pocket. But I had bread in my pocket. It's just, I was hungry because after the game, I was going to go, you know, get a chopped cheese and call it a night. So I go and I look at her and I walk past her. the A train comes and I swipe my Metro card. As soon as I walk up the steps, I tell myself, like, nah, like, yo, I'm not taking the train. Like, I tell my mans, yo, I'm not taking the train. She's like, what you mean? They're like, I gotta go do something. So we ended up turning back and we get off the turnstile. I just take out the $15 that I had in my pocket and I give it to the lady. And I'm like, here you go. And the lady starts crying. And she wants to give me a hug and whatever the case may be. And I'm like, nah, you good, like you good. And everything that I had felt like prior to meeting her just went away. And in that moment, I was telling myself, like, yo, I wish I had something. Like, I wish I had, like, some type of, like, I wish I could put her in a position, because it's like it's snowing outside and you're here with your daughter. And I'm like, yo, like, damn. And it broke my heart, because throughout that, I started seeing, like, a lot of homeless people. And it made me, and it pushed me to start a program called FAmilia to help and to find, and to try to give opportunities, because I was limited to opportunities. But if I can share something, or if I can tell, like, yo, go to 23rd and go to this homeless shelter and meet somebody, and feel me, if I could do that, I'm doing justice. I'm not doing justice for me, but I'm doing justice because nobody wants to see that happen. And I feel like the government doesn't prioritize that, because they try to, like you said, they try to profit over everything. Even when it comes to homelessness. Like, my mom works at BRC. She works for one of the top homeland things in New York City. And there's a business side and there's also a humanity side to it. The business side, they got to do what they got to do. Feel me? So if they got to limit resources, they're going to limit resources to save money. Even though they got money, they're going to limit it. And the humane side, the humanity side, is you don't want to kick out somebody because they don't have enough money. And it's unfortunate, because we live in this world that it's either business, or because nobody's going to respect the humanity side.
You can't have that balance for some
You can't have it.
And so I think one point that you made is that you said all those feelings went away. The basketball game, the snow, the hunger, all of that goes away, because that's the power of giving, the power of being good and kind.
And don't get me wrong, I didn't, when I left, I was a little bit like, damn, I don't got nothing to eat. I might be home not eating, but at least I had a home to go to, somewhere warm. I could take my clothes off and stuff and actually, get settled in.
It's this power of sacrifice too.
And watch TV.
Right.
Even though I was going to be hungry that night, at least I had all these other things.
You sacrifice one thing for the other.
And not a lot of people do that. And that's why I say that's where you come in. I feel like you can change the dynamic with what you do and stuff, and kind of get more people to kind of follow in that footstep and stuff, because we need more people like that. Feel me?
And I think that's what I try to do, is bring people together who already have that mindset, and not try to change people's minds too much who don't think that way. Because for some reason, life works that it brings you closer together with people who already either think similarly or who are inclined to be open-minded. So that's what I like to do, is show people, like, hey, this is what's really going on. And the people who want to do something about it, they're like, what can I do? Or like, how can I be involved? Or they just follow me on Instagram, TikTok, whatever. And
it's a good point that you made that, because if you do that to the younger crowd, if they really mess with you, they're gonna follow you.
Right.
And stuff like that.
And there's a lot of them, and they have their whole life ahead of them. So to be able to positively influence them and make them see the way of being good, that's very powerful. So I appreciate that you say that. Like, I never really thought of myself as that, as like the Trojan horse, but that's a good way to put it. Is like, I find my ways of getting into these important rooms. I penetrate the system. I've always been able to do that.
My son is Lois Lane.
But that's what you do, is you find your way in, and then you bring everybody else with you. But you got to do it on a low-key level. You got to be covert with it. And that is what I try to do, and build my power up. And at a certain point, it's going to be like, now we don't got to be secretive about this anymore. It's like, now we're a force to reckon with. And especially once you get the youth on your side, a lot of these kids, Yeah, they consider them crash outs and this and that, but it's a lot of kids who really have the right mindset and they want to be good. Like you could see it in their eyes. It's like, oh, you're a good kid. You just don't really have the guidance, or you don't really have somebody to show you, hey, you know, it's cool to be kind. It's cool to be a good person and to give back and stuff.
Nah, most definitely. And like I said, you know, if I had something, even though I had something like that as a kid, but I never really paid mind to it, it was never really enforced. Feel me? Like it was never really like, yo, like I want to see you do better. Like it was. I remember one teacher by the name of Mr. Reggie Jackson. I remember I did something bad in school, and he actually told me. He actually took me from basketball practice. He said, "Yo, come here," and he was like, "Yo, you want to show out, right?" And he took me to the next gym where it had the cheerleaders. So he embarrassed me in front of the cheerleaders, but he made me run up and down. He made me take the medicine ball, hit it on the backboard. He made me do all of that, right? But he was very impactful because he told me, yo, like the reason why I'm making you do this and I'm making you work hard and it looks like I'm picking on you, is because I want to see you do better. Like
he believed in you.
I'm on you because I believe in you, like literally. And I ain't gonna lie, I was like, bro, you really wildin'. Like, you really got me here doing this in front of the girls and stuff. Like you really wildin'. But he really taught me a valuable lesson. And another teacher too, Mr. Black, he was very impactful also. Unfortunately, he died a couple years ago. And actually, he's one of the reasons why I started FAmilia. He died a couple years ago, but something that I always took for granted as a middle school kid was he was telling me that the power of reading can change your life, for the simple fact that you can get into so many places and understand just by reading. Like, and I didn't understand what the hell he was saying at the time. Like, honestly, I went to his class and goofed off. And he will always tell me, like, yo, Pablo, I believe in you. Like, don't be a leader. I mean, don't be a follower, be a leader. For the simple fact that you just following these kids, your other classmates, and I see potential in you. And once I started understanding the message, I became a totally different student with him. I never got the chance to really tell him, like, yo, I understood what you were saying, because he died. Like, unfortunately, he got killed. And he got killed, and he never needed to get killed because he was defending himself. And again, you know, it's unfortunate when you lose people that really impacted your life and how the way you think. You never get a chance to kind of tell them, like, yo, I understood the message and stuff.
But he's seeing it one way or the other.
So yeah, he's seeing it now. I mean, as me as I am now in this day and age. And this is something that I try to install in kids or even young guys behind me. Like guys in Lifetime that are, you know, young and they want to play basketball. I keep it real with them. I say, yo, basketball is hard. You have to have X, Y, and Z. Any way I can help, I help. Feel me? Because I know this game's not easy. Even me growing up, basketball was not my first option. I wanted to be either a wrestler, right? Because I seen DX. I used to be like, yeah. Or I wanted to be a marine biologist because I love sea life. Like, I ain't gonna lie, one of my goals by the time I'm in my early 30s is to swim with orcas. And I'm already in a position where I could do that, right? And it's all based off Instagram. Like, I play basketball professionally and all these other things is coming at me. So I'm ready to retire basketball by the time I'm like 32, right? Just to start my new career in marine biology. But animals are very much majestic. Like, you hear a lot of things about orcas, right? You hear a lot of things about killer whales. Oh, killer whales kill people. No. Killer whales are captive animals who are in SeaWorld. It's like jail to them. They're not free. You've never heard an orca kill somebody in wildlife. Like, that just don't happen. There's actually a video of a man in Australia who was swimming with orcas. Orcas literally looked at him, called other orcas, and said, yo, who's this? And then dipped. Literally dipped. As if you have orcas in SeaWorld who like, yo, just get me out of here, bro.
Or you can see the body language.
Like, get me out of here, bro. It's like jail. Like, I always tell people, how would you feel if you got to do tricks and stuff and get whipped to get a fish? How would you feel? You would want to go crazy. If the swimmer comes to your tank and swims with you, would want to kill him too.
So tell me more about your goals and the stuff that you want for your future, like being involved with animals, marine biology. Like, what are some of the... You got your whole life ahead of you. Like, what else do you want to do?
Honestly, that's kind of it. Like, I want to do things with basketball. I see basketball as a gateway to open a lot of things. But honestly, my goals in life is just simple. Like, I want to have the house, the cars, my kids, good, my family good, and then move on to the marine biology. Because I feel like marine biology, as far as the ocean life, it's a whole nother ball game. Like
it's a whole other planet.
It's like you're living in a different era. Like, when you're in that water, and when you're in those majestic animals atmosphere, it's like the world stops. It's like land before time. It's like living again.
Yeah.
So it's like you see a lot of things. I remember I went on a whale watch for my birthday, and
where was this at?
This was in New Jersey.
Oh,
They actually got a NYC boat that takes you to New Jersey, and you can see like humpback whales and stuff.
Oh, word.
So I was there, and when I seen dolphins, bro, I wanted to take my clothes off and swim with the dolphins. Like, out of here. Like, I wanted to swim with the dolphins and stuff. And I seen the whales. I looked at everybody like taking pictures, but for me, I felt like, nah, like, I'm different. Like,
I gotta be there.
Yeah, I gotta be there. Like, I gotta be there. Like, honestly, like, I was on some competitive nature type stuff. Like, I was just like, yo, like y'all taking pictures and y'all talking about whales, but I know these. Like, I'm about to just swim with them, man. If y'all gotta pick me up, pick me up.
You feel like a connection.
Yeah, I feel like a connection to it, and this is more of a connection than I felt. I have a connection with basketball, but it's not as much as a connection with the marine biology life. It's like I'm in love with that rather than basketball.
I know what you're saying.
Like,
bro.
Basketball is more of I'm good. Like, I play basketball and stuff like that, but marine biology is more of a gateway for me. It's like a different life, like a life form for me. So, and it's crazy because not a lot of people, when I tell people about marine biology after basketball, they be like, huh, what? Like, you're supposed to be doing something alongside of basketball. Like,
right.
You don't want to be a coach? Like, no. Like, I remember there's this other guy that played in the NBA, and he's a volleyball player. So it's like, there's a lot of things that we want to do as basketball players and stuff like that, and other goals. But I feel like, to me, that's just it. Like, that's just it. It's just a different atmosphere and stuff like that. Like, you live in the city life, and a lot of, but ocean life is just a different ballgame. Like, it's just something majestic. It's like, bro, like, you hear no noise other than the animals that are there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you in the water.
It's peaceful.
It's peaceful. Feel me? So, I mean, that's about it, man. Like, that's just it. That's just something that I see myself doing and stuff like that. And I encourage anybody to follow their dreams. No matter what people say, no matter how people may look at you and stuff. Like, just rock out. Like, live out your dreams. Do what you got to do. Find peace within yourself, not in others and stuff. Find harmony within yourself and stuff like that. And once you do that, bro, like Biggie said, sky's the limit. You know what I mean? Like, sky's the limit. So sometimes you gotta encourage yourself before you can encourage others, and kind of make certain things happen for you, so then other people can see it and other people can follow. Because honestly, we live in a day and age where if you're doing something good or you're doing something right, people are gonna follow you. Like, people follow scammers, right? Because they get money, right? Like, there must be something that they doing and stuff like that. And people kind of like take eye to that, and they be like, yo, like, what are you doing? I want to be in that position, feel me? So you just got to do the same way, but in a more positive light, where things can work out for you, and certain things may work out for you, certain things may not, but it's your poison to pick. Feel me? Like, it's whatever you want to do that's gonna fulfill your destiny, because at the end of the day, everybody's different. People like iPhones, people like Androids, people still like Blackberries. Feel me? It's whatever you decide that you want to have, but as long as you comfortable with yourself and how you feel about yourself, that's about it.
Yo,
Gangsta.
That's 100, bro. Yo, thank you so much for coming on.
I
bro.
appreciate you.
This is a great conversation, and I think people is gonna love getting the insights that you had.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate you coming on, bro. Peace.